Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 33 of the Jay's Junkies. We have Dirty Dray here. We got the trucker guy. We got the Freight Hound here. As always, we're shooting it from the hip. Not a whole lot going on in the drayage news today, but there's always cans being kicked around and moved around. And there's a lot of ports out there that we haven't even discussed yet. So we'll figure it out as we go along. But welcome back to another episode of the show. Looking forward to it. Be sure to share it out, like, follow, and welcome back to Dray's Junkies. What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
I think my intro is getting worse and worse.
That was your Mardi Gras version of your intro.
Yeah. Got the beats and everything. If y'all need some, we're in action.
What did you have to do for those? Or do I want to know? Never mind.
Nah, we don't
want to get canceled.
Oh, man.
We'll put a public service announcement out there real quick for anybody that's watching on the weird, goofy ass stream that we have where you can't see half of our video. We can't figure out how to change that from landscape to portrait. So we apologize. I think it pulls in maybe YouTube that way, possibly. So you can see the sponsor still nicely up in the top right-hand corner, but you just can't really see us. So we apologize.
Well, that's a plus.
Okay. We got faces for radio, so it's all right.
But you can see this much of Jimmy's face.
Right? You see my chest. I'm right here. I'm going to put a picture of me right here.
All right, guys.
I'm going to take the show from down here today, so... anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I can move my camera up like that. Nice. There you go. Just readjust the camera. Go ahead, put your beads on, Hunter, because then you'll be able to see them real good on that view.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll just get the spirit over here. How does that look?
Thanks, Jessica.
You're all beat up. That's nice.
Thanks for confirming, Jessica, that we look just mighty fine on YouTube.
No, I don't think she said we look fine. She said it looks fine.
I know. I was changing her wordage.
I'm just saying.
Last time she was critiquing my, which I guess I have I think my camera's messed up on my laptop. She said I looked really fuzzy. Do I still look fuzzy, Jessica?
So what's new in everybody's world? I'll tell you, I got no snow. I got like all of a flurry that probably wouldn't amount to a handful if I was to catch every flake. That was all I got. So it was much to do about nothing. I got cold wind. Boy, was it cold. It was like 14 here with the wind chill. It felt like 2 or something like that. It was crazy cold over the weekend.
Yeah, that's nuts. I was obviously I went down to Mobile, but I was in Pensacola, dude. It was 35 degrees with like 30-mile-per-hour winds. Like I was on the beach with like 2 jackets on, beanie, like I felt like I was in Chicago, dude. I opened up my door and it slammed right back on me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that cold weather's everywhere. I haven't been back to Nashville yet. I was telling Steve my house is out of service for at least like a month, at least. Yeah.
I was about to say a month is probably putting it mildly. That it's gonna.
Well, here's the thing. So yeah, I guess Surf Pro went in there and started just ripping up the floors and stuff, and then like water was dripping from the cabinet, so they found asbestos in there. So that's a whole nother shebang.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna get back.
Where did the pipe bust? Or in the ceiling or in the floor?
Yeah, in the ceiling. So it's like you walk in our little door, like not the front door, but you walk in our like back patio door, and then there's like this little sitting room. So it busted through there. The kitchen's to the left, and it was like dripping down all the cabinets, and then like my room and office are to the right of there. But luckily, like nothing, it didn't go that far because I have carpet in there, so like most of the water got sucked up just from that. But yeah, like the entire house had like an inch of water in it. So I'm just kind of, I'm trying to figure it out.
Move to Charleston. Come on, pack your shit. Move to Charleston. Come on.
So are you just free surfing on couches? Whoever will let you stay.
Yeah,
for
I'm
a
going
week,
nomad mode right now. Yet to be determined. So,
wow, that sucks, brother.
Hey, life goes on. It's not the end of the world. So,
did all your stuff get ruined?
No, only a couple boxes that I haven't unpacked. We're just like underneath like all kinds of drywall and So I don't know. I'm not so worried about it. I just don't want to move again, but I have to. It's okay. Downsizing.
So I tell my wife all the time, we'll be stuck in this house forever, because the last time I physically had to move myself was when we were like 20 and we moved from New York to Georgia, and everything that we both owned fit inside like a 6x12 U-Haul trailer. And every move since then, the company's moved me that I was with before. So I have no desire to ever move, because I'm just going to have to sell everything and just buy new, because I hate moving. I hate packing.
Oh, that's what I started doing, man. I've moved a few times since I've been in Nashville, and like I just leave shit behind. I'm like, I just look at it and be like, do I really like it that much? No.
They sell a newer version of this at the store.
Yeah, people are enjoying a lot of free furniture and other things out there, or they're just throwing it out. But
that's what I do. If we're gonna pack it up and move it, if I go through it and I'm like, I ain't seen this in forever, it goes right in the trash can. I'm good.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind, and that's always it. It's like I'm not gonna go through anything, because if I see it, then I'm gonna be like, I might want this, but no. If it's not my immediate, if I haven't touched it in a couple years, then it's obviously not that important. So,
when you're talking about weather, Jimmy, we had a dusting here. We had about an inch, and what sucked is last year when we got this storm, it put a good bit of snow on the road. So we spent, like us and the neighbors, we spent a good bit pulling whatever we could find in our garages behind the four-wheeler and just having a good time. Well, it didn't even stick to the road, so we couldn't even do that. And it literally was, the sun came up and it was all melted by like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
Savannah got more. Yeah, Savannah got more than I got. You couldn't even go outside and take a still picture and probably catch the flurries was all we were getting. I was like, this is such a bummer to be so cold and get nothing out of it. It's like ridiculous. Then I look at pictures of Athens and they were just getting hammered. I mean, Athens is just they probably got 6-8 inches. That's just under a blanket of snow.
Oh, yeah.
I got nothing.
Well, that happened too. Like Charlotte, like, North Carolina up that way, like Anderson, South Carolina, the Port of Greer was shut down. Even though it's open 24 hours a day, they shut Greer down because of it. I mean, they got hit pretty hard. I think I saw somewhere that right outside of Charlotte on 85, there were cars they was literally stuck there for like 5-6 hours because of wrecks and stuff. Yeah, so certain parts got hit pretty hard, but it must have cleaned up pretty quick, because we had an export container that was out that our driver that loads up in Anderson, but he was able to bring it back and return it down here in Charleston on Monday. So roads cleaned out pretty good, pretty quick up there.
Yeah. No, we didn't really get a whole lot here. I mean, some Gainesville, Winder, north and northeast of Atlanta, they got it. Like I said, Savannah got it. We didn't get jack. So, I mean, it's okay, but it's like, come on, man, just let me see a little bit. My dogs can go out and play in it. Maybe I can take the side-by-side out in it and goof off, but it's all good.
I don't know who Alex is, but yo, Alex.
Yo.
Well, be glad y'all didn't get the ice, though, because there's still people in Nashville that do not have power.
I was just about to ask you, is Nashville, I mean, you haven't been home really, but is it recovering? Do you know?
John says we can keep the snow after 9 inches in Pensacola last year. I'm done for a few years.
John, I was just down. Man, y'all got that cold weather, so I'd prefer the snow. But
did anybody see the thing about like the iguanas just like falling over?
Dude. Yeah. So
Is
they
that not
freeze up
crazy?
and die, and they just fall out of trees, man. It's a hazard. You better. I don't know if they have iguana insurance. Like it's.
Oh, it's like Chicken Little, like the cartoon. The sky is falling. It's literally falling. They're raining iguanas.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see any I didn't see any frozen iguanas down there, but my sister lives down in South Florida, and she called me. She was like, "You'll never guess what's happening down here." I was like, "What?" She's like, "There's just fucking iguanas falling all over the place." Like,
What was
okay.
it, this morning, I think Orlando was 36. I'm like, that is, I bet they are just down there, just like teeth are chattering. They're freezing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, anybody from Florida, you know this. If it's like 60 degrees, they're like, "Oh, it's brisk
cold
down
front.
here."
I'll tell you, for those of us that grew up in the north, we moved south for a reason. So I asked all my friends up there to please take your freaking weather back because we don't want it down here. This shit's bullshit. Take it back.
Well, sounds like you're a part of the problem there, Steve. All right.
I came down. I didn't invite the weather to come with me. I wanted the warm, man. You know, I want to wear sandals 24/7, you know, all year round. Like this snow and cold is for the birds. Anyway.
Oh, it's not even for the birds, so they're flying south, man. So
I saw this one spoof story earlier. I just read the headline, and I know it's a spoof, so I didn't really go into the story. But it says, "Man in Florida rides alligator through the TQL headquarters because they won't pay him." And I was like, man, I just wish that was real. Like, you just lasso up your gator, and you go right in there and raise hell.
Idaho doesn't even have snow, but she's cold as F in Texas.
No.
All right, so now that we've had our weather update, I guess we'll use that as our news today. The weather updates across the southeast and Gulf.
It's still going, and it's probably not over. So,
yeah, absolutely not. Let's see.
Stupid groundhog says 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh, people are putting his head on a stake out there, man.
Oh yeah, they're mad. They're mad at him.
Can't have that. All right, Steve, I see you over there navigating.
I was just going to say, being we were talking about weather, you know, perfect commercial break, right?
Pulling on up. truckandnewshub.com.
Oh, look at that right there. Highway weather updates, baby.
Yeah, the new addition that IT Brian added in here that added up here so I can scroll this thing and see it. Yeah. So just talked about all kinds of pulls in different weather and news that was going on on the highways.
Them highways and byways, baby. Truckingnewshub.com for all your trucking and your latest in your trucking news. Stay informed.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on over here. Great Smoky Mountain National Park still closed down. So I guess there is still a bunch of weather going on. Did we ever hear anything about the Northeast and what they got? Because I remember last week when we were still talking about this. I mean, it looked like Jersey and up that way was about to get hammered pretty hard. I mean, shit. You know, last week I think Chicago was colder than Antarctica at one point. I know it's not the Northeast, but like, you know, it already gets cold enough up there, you know, where you're from, Steve, up in Buffalo and Montreal, and like it's just the tundra.
It's just
I was trying to find this picture. I was trying to find this picture that I had of there was a local restaurant up in New York, and they got so much snow, and they had to, you know, you got to push it all out of the parking lots and whatnot, and they had had this huge pile, and they took one of the tables from inside the restaurant. They stuck it on top of the top of the snow pile, and they're like, "We're now taking reservations for this table."
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a free meal. I eat up there.
Right.
I don't think it's still like really carrying on. The problem is it's been so many days with below freezing temperatures that everybody's having a hard time getting it cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
That's been Nashville's problem. You get a little bit of daytime warning and it's refreezing.
Yeah, that's why I got out of there, and we were supposed to get more. They say like a wintry mix precipitation, but yeah, like the roads were fine. They were pretty on top of that, but like a lot of these like little suburbs, man, you get back to these roads where it's just you get a little bit of sunlight and then it freezes over, melts and then just freezes. Like I'm sure it's still people just stuck.
Yeah, they can't reach all the surface streets, and no matter what they do, they can't reach all that. So,
yeah, that's always the worst part about it. It's never the snow, but like it's just the ice. And then this time around, it was just the strangest thing I've never seen. In the time that I've been up in Nashville, like weather like this anywhere. I mean, freezing rain is one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. Because like branches were falling and it'd have like an inch of snow or an inch of ice just like completely around these branches. So black ice everywhere. You still got drivers out there just trying to do whatever. You know how that works. And then once again, 4-wheel drive does not make a difference. I saw videos of Indy out there just cutting up on the roads. And he's like, thank God I have 4-wheel drive. I'm like, I guess it'll help you spin in a circle a little bit better. And then
when you think about it, most 4-wheel drives are trucks anyway. Well, what's the problem with a truck? The ass end is light. The weight is in the front. So cool. Ass end gets spinning. It just spins, and you're just going to go in circles and shit. It's okay in the snow. You get to the ice, and you look at that. You get to the ice, you can forget about it. Homeboy's sitting up there like, where's my drink?
Right.
That's awesome.
Mm.
I want to see what the price tag winds up being when it's all said and done of how much DOT has had to spend on, treating roads and all the overtime and everything else just to kind of keep the main thoroughfares moving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit, even, just with this power outage situation in Tennessee, like they're bringing people in from Mississippi, Kentucky, like all these other states, like all these linemen. And I'm sure there's some people doing it out of goodwill, but yeah, like
goodwill for my pocket.
You ever seen a Florida salt truck?
Nope. Margarita salt. That's awesome.
I know they ain't giving that up.
So what's new in the drayage world, boys?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the point of this show.
No, just curious if anything's new. I mean, for me, it's still slow, man. It got a vessel delay, but then it finally showed up. Now can't deliver the freight because it's antiques. So the lady doesn't want to show up because it's raining. So I got to push it out another day. The norm.
The joys. No, we've been staying pretty constant. We had 10 containers coming in over the weekend. And I wasn't sure the vessel was doing Saturday or Sunday night. So I wasn't sure what kind of delay they were going to have because they did shut down operations at Wando just because of the cold and ice. So I didn't know if that was going to delay, but vessel still came in. They unloaded over the week, Monday. So they were released and ready for us to start delivering out today. So that wasn't bad. And our,
didn't slow Savannah down. I mean, they stayed open, normal business hours. They just monitored the weather and kept it moving. I don't know why the vessel was delayed. Whoever knows, somebody pulled back on the throttle or something. I don't know, but it's all good.
I don't know who this is, but yes, we are live. We're not just showing you some videos.
Oh no, this is a video.
This is pre-recorded, and we knew what your question was that was coming.
Damn right. Nostradamus Steve.
AI Steve, man. Hell of a code you wrote for that.
Yeah. In real live video, Jimmy and I have hair, but in pre-recorded,
yes, we
do. So what's going on in Puerto Mobile, man? Did you see any cool stuff going on? I mean, that's kind of what we decided to talk about.
Yeah, well, I didn't get right up close to it. I was just, like I said, I was pulling in from Pensacola over the bridge and I saw the gantry cranes, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I don't think I found out that there was actually a port in Mobile until Jimmy brought it up, and yeah, got to see it. It's nothing like major, but like some of the facts I found out about it, I mean, it's pretty interesting.
What's within the top 15 ports in the U.S.? I believe it's a pretty decent sized port.
It's been growing lately. It's been growing.
Yeah. I mean, it's got 42 berths. A lot of it's a lot of bulk, break bulk, roll on, roll off, and then I guess they bring in some heavy lift. So it is, a pretty standardized port. Obviously, they got containerized freight in there. But one of the most interesting facts I found about it, and I guess it really does make sense because right there where it is in the Gulf, it has direct access to about 1,500 miles of inland and intracoastal waterways. So it connects to the Great Lakes, Ohio, Tennessee River, and a few other U.S. markets. So, it's not just big boats coming in. I mean, it's, and I've wondered about this too, like with a lot of this bulk stuff, like I didn't get to see it, but if it's coming in, let's say from, I don't know, like India or some shit like that, or, down in South America, like, are they like unloading these bulk ships and then putting them on barges to bring them up these waterways? Or like,
yeah, so a lot of because the Mobile has a 50-foot channel. They think they did it. They upgraded that in like 2025 or whatever to take some of these larger vessels, and you're starting to see that with a lot of these other ports because pre or post COVID is when a lot of these bigger ships got built, right? Because that's when a lot of these steamship lines decided that they'd rather sail less ships but have them bigger that they can put more containers on them, and it started affecting a lot of the ports. Like Charleston was one. They had to dredge that to be able to take some of these in. I think Savannah had to do something. And clearly it looks like Mobile, I don't know if it necessarily made it deeper, but they definitely went wider with it to be able to accept some of these in. But yeah, I'm sure at that point, once they get there, then they have to put them on some kind of smaller ship that then enables them on barges to, to move up, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing, unless they rail them to out of the port onto somewhere else, that then puts them on a smaller vessel that goes up. John just said he's never seen barge ops in Mobile. Thanks, John.
Well, yeah, so it is 50 feet deep. It's still going under expansion projects. So yeah, so they're targeting up to 1 million TEUs. Currently, it brings in about or a little over 500,000 TEUs, and I mean it brings in money. It says here it brings about $100 billion to the Alabama economy, and then it supports about 350,000 jobs statewide. So
yeah, it's been growing.
Not too shabby.
I wonder how that works. I mean, you as a broker, you get this container. Do you then find a barge service and you broker to a barge service, or is there a different process involved in this? I mean, this is now a curious topic for me.
Yeah. Well, see, I've always thought about that too, because, like these barges, a lot of that break bulk, it's not, you're not like giving a quote for one container. It's like you quote by the ton.
Right.
But also like, like what's the insurance with that? Like, how do you sell that? Because that is so niche. Like, I don't know if that's something that brokers really dig into.
I mean, there are barge services because, I mean, you see sand and you see all kind of things go up and down the river. So there are barge service companies just like, truck service companies. I just wonder how that all meshes together. That's pretty – well, if we could find us somebody on that topic, it'd be awesome to have them on the show because that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And is it truly a barge that it goes on, or is it just a smaller vessel, right? Because you see some of those smaller vessels that don't go out quite as far, right? That maybe just will go to up and down and shift stuff from say up, in New York down to Savannah. They got small. MSC has them, Maersk has them. They have smaller vessels that run around. So do they throw them on one of those, or like Jimmy said, and you said, is it a barge itself that it goes on? The container drayage community and is so, you have no idea the story behind that container when it gets to your location, what it's been on, where it's been, has it seen a little scenic trip up a intercoastal waterway or what, right? I mean, you never know where these containers have come from in the journey that they've traveled on before they actually get to you, or even get to the truck itself to move to you. So it's interesting, which I think is why all three of us enjoy talking about it so much, and the few people that watch our show that want to listen and learn about it. Mobile's the second fastest growing port in the United States too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's the fastest right now? Charleston?
Probably Houston.
Yeah. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense because they're so close to each other. Definitely gonna have some use for overflow. Yeah.
The fastest growing container port in the United States is actually Savannah, according to GPT.
Well, they expanded the rail system down there, so I kind of see that. I guess they can handle more because they're putting more on the rail.
Texas Port Corpus Christi is also identified as the fastest growing U.S. port. Savannah supports $4 billion in investment that reaches 9 million TEUs. Is what their growth is supposed to be before 2023 or 2035.
Wow.
And then, Port or Mobile is a rapidly growing port in them two slots. Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
I just want to look. What's John got to say? Savannah has been steadily growing at 10% per year over 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quite 10, but they have been steady as all get out. I know last year, I want to say they said they released at like 7 or 8% growth last year.
Not quite 10.
Not quite 10, but when you're talking about the millions of TEUs,
Yeah. Well, I remember back when I was in college, they were going through that major dredging process, and they built the new berth and terminal and everything. And then now with like the rail systems coming through, yeah, they're definitely streamlining it, but I haven't done enough in Savannah to really speak on the growth of it. But shoot, you got to think pre-COVID days, like East Coast was not that booming. Savannah was just a little port. You get some, big vessels coming through, and I'm sure the same with Charleston. Like, oh, here we go, Lionel. Mobile's the hidden gem. Do elaborate, brother, because it's just one of those things. Like, you think of all these major ports. It's like L.A., Elizabeth, Charleston, Savannah now, Houston. I guess Oakland's kind of on the map now. I don't know if they're still booming as much as they were during COVID days, but yeah.
Well, think about it, right? This is episode 33.
This
is the first time we've talked about Mobile, right? What do we talk about? We talk a shit ton about Long Beach. Jimmy and I talk a lot about Savannah and Charleston just because it's more in our backyards, right? You've talked about Houston a good bit because of some stuff you were doing in Houston, right? We've talked about New York and up that way a little bit just because it's New York and New Jersey and it's crazy as batshit crazy. So we got to talk about them. But it's the first time we've really talked about Mobile. It's because we're down there getting beads and happened to cross over the bridge. And
well, it is interesting. So I'm like looking up the history now. So, Mobile was settled in 1702 by the French, and the main reason for that, choice of settlement was the inland waterways and just having the Gulf. So, it was since the 1800s, like it's been a main spot for cotton lumber, other goods. And then even during the Civil War, it was a huge spot for, just sending, think about like how many, like if it can go all the way up to the Great Lakes, it can go all the way out to Tennessee. Like that's servicing the entire Southeast and then even up through the Midwest. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, talk about, you know, a strategic spot for a port. Like maybe it is just a hidden gem, you know, maybe like they've kept it under the wraps for a reason. Because I feel like now, like I'm just thinking back, like how many customers, you know, that were asking like, hey, where would be the best place to, you know, bring in this container? And I never even knew, you know, I'm shooting out Houston for something that's delivered in Louisiana. I could have brought it right over to freaking, you know, Mobile, which I think Mobile is only like 45 minutes to an hour from New Orleans and all that area right there. So
I can honestly say I've never quoted any freight or a lane out of Mobile, and which, I mean, it's kind of shocking, but you know, maybe it's a little too niche-y for me, you know, but I have not quoted anything out of there.
Maybe you just haven't been looking for it, man. Like
maybe
one of them things, yeah. But Lionel, thanks for tuning in, man.
Oh, did we put this one up? And here's amazing breakfast and lunch holes.
There is good food out there. There is really good food out there. I wish I
man after my heart, man. Talking about the food.
Heck yeah. See, all right, bringing it back to the house. Maybe I should just get the Sprinter van and I'll just go on the great port tour of 2026. Because that's one thing we did when I was heading out. There was a building right there. It was like the Port of Mobile, or the Port Authority of Mobile. And the first thing I said, I was like, I should stop and talk to these guys, but probably not in the best condition too. But you know, like, so
then
what's going on out there?
Then we can start live from truckingnewshub.com. Is the Freight Hound live at port, blah, 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 in his Sprinter van.
You better get a Starlink because we expect you to be on.
I'll reach out to Elon. Be like, dude, I got the greatest idea to promote your business here. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. But yeah, I definitely want to get up to some of these smaller ports. I mean, even with you, Jimmy, like finding out there's one in Boston, which I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, they have the Boston Tea Party, so we've been delivering stuff there since the 1700s.
I know, right?
But yeah, let's see. Let me love the lineage team. Lionel, what were you doing out there, brother? I mean, obviously meeting with the director of APM, but yeah, do give us some intel on that. But let's see, what else do we have on? So yeah, helping out with World War II, and then the expansions really started in the early 2000s. So yeah, 2001, the port launched a significant new service, including a rail ferry link to Mexico. So they didn't even open up their modern container terminal until 2008. But what is a rail ferry?
Nope. Here we go, diving into the Google monster.
Well, yeah, dude, this is rail ferry. No way. So they actually roll on a rail. They roll trains onto a freaking. Whoa, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna share this. Tell me if y'all have ever seen this before, because this is something I never. All right, can y'all see this? Look at this. Look at this freaking vessel. So they roll on rail cars.
Oh, wow.
Where does it go? Where do they take it to?
So this isn't the one specifically. So this is out of Jacksonville, actually.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess they just roll the rail cars on, and then it goes to Mexico, to the port of.
Yeah,
you say it. Say it. Go ahead, say it.
You won't butcher that.
Codes, I don't know. Veracruz. It's going to Veracruz.
There you go. Say the easy one.
Yeah.
Coach the Kolska.
Yeah, but I never even knew these existed.
I've never heard of one of those. That is pretty awesome.
Okay. So yeah, that's another thing going on down there in Mobile.
So they put them on the chassis, roll them onto that ferry boat, and then take them right across the Gulf of America and drop them off.
Yeah. Oh, that was another funny thing. When I rolled into Pensacola, it had this huge sign. And that's the first time I've ever seen Gulf of America. I was like, whoa.
Hey, we're politically correct on this show.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just reading whatever's on the sign.
Hey, Jimmy, what koozie you got there?
That could be drayage junkies.
Nice.
Maybe.
I saw that in the background when you were calling.
Maybe.
That's cool.
Might be Cleve's Logistics. Maybe.
Mm.
Not that I'm name dropping. I'm just saying.
We might have some multi-tools coming up by Matt's.
Oh, sweet.
Or little
I like
Swiss
a good
Army
multi-tool.
knives. Little Swiss Army knives. Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to hand those out, but we'll find out, I'm sure.
We actually need to do a survey on this show to find out what, if you were going to a show and you had the coolest thing inside your bag of swag, what would it be, right? And don't think of anything crazy expensive, like, think of something small, right? I mean, we've done koozies, we've done pens. Jimmy's the sticker monster. What else have you handed out, Jimmy? I know your keychain, right?
Sticker.
Keychain right here, right? We got your keychain. Your air freshener. Don't forget your air
fresheners. Yeah, that's what
What's
I've done.
The coolest thing you've got that you got in your bag, right? Because Dray's Junkies, we're looking at handing out some cool stuff to fellow truck drivers at Matt's, and we've looked at koozies, we've looked at cups, Hunter's Swiss Army knife contraption that he's looked at. What you think? If you were going to a convention, what would you like to get in your goodie bag?
That's a very good question there, sir. What else have we seen? Hell, Freight Ninja gave out stress balls.
Oh, I love this. Oh, I got my AccuBid keychain too.
Sweet, baby. AccuBid. Know before you go with AccuBid Pro.
Yeah, I got one of these. Got one of these contraptions too.
Yep.
Too bad you got no house to put keys on there, but it's all good. You can use that for your Sprinter van.
I used mine for my golf cart till I gave it away, so I appreciate you sending me a new one.
You gave away the keychain with it too?
That's how I got top dollar for it. Shit, guy didn't even want it until he saw the keychain. He's like,
we got this one from Easy Claw. A little retractable keychain.
Sweet.
A little seatbelt action. But yeah, I still like the idea of safety vests. They're pretty proud of them.
I got a level with a is it in a tape measure?
I know I got a flashlight from Cleve's.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with the flashlights.
Flashlights are awesome.
I don't know. We need to come up with something different and cool and creative, but affordable. We're balling on a budget.
These little notepads. This is all the stuff that pens.com sends me for free to try to get me to buy. Calendar.
Shout out to pins.com. We'll test out all your new items there, pins.com.
Yeah. Yes, we will. Hell, we'll take an NIL deal. We'll sponsor the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you just click that down, Steve?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Lionel, I just sent you a connection request on LinkedIn, brother. I'd love to have you on the show and talk about what all you've done. I mean, it's a hell of a resume there. Pacific Northwest, Oakland, Long Beach, Houston, New Orleans, Mobile. I need to take a trip down there again. We still need to get old Charleston on the line. I think that'd be sick, like going in there and do interviews like directly from the ports. Like,
dude, I've tried contacting every person I know there, including trying to do like a back end thing with the chassis program.
Yeah.
And I've got one of my really good friends is a customs agent there. He went silent when I started talking to him about this. I got another buddy that works at Hugh Leatherman.
Yeah. So what's going on over there where they don't want us inside?
Nobody wants us to come show them what's going on in there.
Yeah, we'll sign contracts.
Expose anything. Yeah, we just we just want to show good people shit.
Nobody wants you filming the crane just sitting there and not putting the box on the back of the truck for 30 minutes. And, they don't want you to see that shit. These ports are well-oiled machines. There are no delays. It runs
there are no
like
naps.
a top. That's right. No, that's all. They're worried about liability, man. That's all that shit is.
I get it, but still, man, we're cool. Like, that should mean something.
Well, we think we're cool. I'm not sure if they do.
So do all the people that watch our show.
What, like 7 of them?
Yeah.
Hell, and we're 3, so it's only 4.
Yeah, I'm showing 15 right now.
Oh, okay. That's because they got it up on 2 devices because they're busy.
Hey, Lionel found us.
He's probably regretting that he found us, to be honest with you.
I don't know who Bro 6985 is, but he found us, or she found us. I guess you can't.
Look here, bro.
Jessica, she always comes and hangs out with us.
Oh, yeah.
Remember who Alex is?
Nope. Yo, Alex. Now then, UCI.
Yeah, we got UCI coming on the lounge tomorrow.
Well,
make sure you ask them about Truck U.
Right. Oh, they'll tell us. Well, heck yeah, Lionel. We'll get in touch with you, man. Maybe we can get you on next week or whenever you're available.
We never heard back from. Hopefully, Lionel doesn't do the same thing that.
No, well, I never reached back out to her because last week was a fiasco. So had a little
What
bit
was
on
her name again?
Damn it! Why did you ask that?
Yeah, that was so rude, dude. Asia.
Yeah, Asia. Shit, I wish you wouldn't have said anything.
I knew
Making
that.
sure you guys are on
I
your
was
toes.
just waiting for Steve to remember.
Oh, I already had her here. I already had the answer to it. I was waiting on you guys to pull it up first.
You're waiting on me. It's going to be a while. I want to get back into the other subject. I want to talk to somebody seriously about this moving barges up the river shit, because that's just cool.
Maybe Lionel knows. I mean, maybe they can get us some more information about it. That is really neat.
Yeah, I'm just curious. How does that whole process work? I mean, are they a broker and they're going out to shippers, kind of like to customers?
Or if there's even just like the inland, like, is there are there smaller ships that carry 40, 50 some containers up these waterways? Like, are there more inland ports that we don't know about? Because if you go on Drays.com or whatever, you can see how many ports there truly are. But I'd really just chalked a lot of them up to just being rail specific. But if we're talking about these rail ferries now, I'm sure a lot of them are going to Mexico, but are there any that are going up into the U.S. or coming down from the U.S.? I don't know. But yeah, even the bulk stuff, what's the process of getting it off these barges, putting them back on another barge? Because I just see a mound of stuff. You know?
I wonder what all's involved in it. Is this involve cranes, and does this involve a bunch of shit, or is it your business is located on the river and they're backing up to your dock, or what? So,
I'm sure it probably operates like Hunter just said, similar to the inland ports, right? That planned destination has planned for that vessel to come into, in this case, the Port of Mobile. And it has planned for that container to come off that container and get put on this barge, just like ones that go to the inland port. We'll use Greer, for example, because I operate out there, right? That vessel comes in, it knows when that thing is there that its final destination is not to stay in, say, Wando. Its final destination is for it to get picked up by a carrier, brought over to the rail yard, get put on a rail, get put on a Norfolk Southern train, and then brought up to inland port. I can't, unless I call the port or call the steamship line and have them change that EIR, even though I'm in Wando and I'm eventually going to pick this up in Greer, I can't pin it and pick it up at Wando. I have to wait for it to get to its final destination in Greer. So I'm assuming that it's a similar process, that when this thing comes into Mobile, its final destination is going to be to get put on that barge and taken to one of these other inland type ports that are off the river, or in your case, like you just said, maybe they got a dock right off the thing. But at some point when it gets to that, similar to the train, there's got to be some kind of an operation to have these containers taken off to put in some form of a container yard for them, for the carriers to be able to come pick it up. And they, just like the inland ports where they have, they don't have the ship to shore cranes that pull them off the ship. They have these other type cranes that pull them off the train, that straddles the train and pulls them off. And then they have the same type straddlers that cranes that'll lift them off the stacks and put them on the truck. So it's got to be something similar. It's got to be a similar operation.
It's just very interesting. Like Mississippi River's huge. I mean, tons of shit travels up and down the Mississippi. So it's very interesting. That's a fact.
So let's go sit, get your Sprinter van, Hunter, and we're going to go sit on the side of the river and wait for one of these barges coming up. And we're going to hold up a sign that says the Dray's Junkies wants you. Please call us and come on our show.
Get wrapped. Yeah. So if anybody out there selling a Sprinter van off their fleet, contact me.
It has to be well equipped, though. He doesn't want some old broke down nothing. I mean, he wants a couch in it and all that shit. I mean, it's got to be the Mac Daddy.
Oh, I'm gonna, dude. I want it empty. I'm gonna gut it out and build it up myself. Be cool.
Have you a mystery machine?
I have seen a lot of those new VW vans rolling around.
Have you ever priced one of those damn things? Good Lord.
No, I don't think I want that.
I think those things start out at close to $100K.
That's it.
That's it. Yep.
No, I have a buddy that's he's looking to do a school bus and then do the same thing because he's a big skier, and he's like telling me he's gonna like all these like city auctions that are auctioning off their old school buses and even shit police auctions.
All right, let's build one while we're live on the show.
Go ahead and break my heart.
Oh damn! He's got the Mercedes, so you are getting a Cadillac, bro.
He said he didn't want any broke down.
The only thing that's making me feel a little easier about it is we know a lot of roadside assistance people, so great opportunity for a little sponsorship there.
That's true.
And I'm sure our friends at Freight Ninja will allow you to find parking no matter where you go along the way if you need somewhere to park and stay.
Hell, reach out to Evan and Hunter and see if they're about ready to replace the one Hunter all over the country. Hell, he just blew that one up, didn't he? He blew the transmission or some shit.
The rear end or something, I think. Yeah, I think it was the rear end or something.
Yeah, something like that. He just tore up.
Dude, them boys drive so much. It's insane. I mean, were they driving after a semi-casual, Steve, all the way out to Houston the next day?
Something, yeah.
Oh, shit. When he was in Atlanta for Stars and Stripes and White Lines, he packed up and left from there and had to be in Dallas the next morning.
That was it.
Yeah, he was hauling ass to go out there for something. I'm like, damn, bro, do you ever go home?
Dude, you definitely need to build one of these four-wheel drive off-road ones. That way you have no limit as to where you're going. You can just go and explore anywhere. We want to see you doing some like crazy Dray Alaska version.
Anybody see what Josh said?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if we're pulling that one up. Good to see you, Josh.
I think we need to avoid that one at all costs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but hey, I could also get a tractor with a little studio sleeper on there and just slap not for hire on the side.
Just go buy a big like 2,500 diesel truck, man. We'll pimp out the damn 7x16 trailer and you can explore.
Oh, hey, I can get one of those little bed campers on the back. Seen a lot of people doing that. There's this one
you got to do the old one though. The old aluminum half
one that I can
rusted,
actually
half
work
rotten.
on.
Yeah, you got to do the old one.
Yeah.
None of this newfangled dangled shit.
Have you ever seen that one in Alaska?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. That guy that has like an actual like cabin on the back.
Yeah.
He like drives up into like the Antarctic Circle and shit. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't think I want to get that remote, but you know, if it's national park accessible and I don't get red flag for driving through a city with it, then we're good.
I don't guess I really asked you. You went down to Pensacola. Now you're in Mobile, right?
No, I left. So we were in Pensacola for 2 days, and then Mobile on Sunday. Drove back to Birmingham yesterday, so I'm still down here in Beeham. I'm heading up to Nashville tonight.
Are you still with family, or are you just couch surfing?
Well, I'm down here with my girl now, Amanda, and then I'll be with family, I guess. I don't know. I got to go up there and like evaluate everything because the ServPro's been in there, so make sure they haven't messed up a lot of my stuff. I guess I need to get a little storage unit too, but it's always fun.
It'll all work out.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, everything happens for a reason. So, but yeah, I've been Steve knows I've been talking about making the grand tour for a while, bouncing around. It's a lot cheaper than rent, you know, making a little payment on something, little van. Me and the dogs.
Go on like Facebook Marketplace and find you one of those driving, small RVs and just go that route.
Yeah. Well, it's playing the Facebook Marketplace game.
That's as bad as about the
it was running when it
transportation.
Yeah, I was actually looking at one last night. It was like, I mean, this thing was ratted out, and it was like, yeah, don't hit me up to ask if it's running or if it's still available. It was running when it showed up, so you might just need to jump it off. I was like, okay. You're spraying a bunch of brake cleaner on the cams for me. So it cranks up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, being's how we did nothing but shoot the damn breeze.
There it is.
Yeah, that thing's so badass.
Homeboy has built a damn house in the back of his truck.
Dude, it's insane. If you ever watch it, and then recently what he did is he took the bed off, bought another truck just like it, put that bed on that trailer. So now on that trailer, he kept the fuel tank on it from the truck that he bought. So he's got an extra tank of fuel in that. And then he put a flat top on the truck and a flat top on that trailer bed where he pulls snowmobiles up there. So it's a cool, like watching him do this. It's really cool. He's got like a little fridge that goes under his bed. He's got like a little wood burning stove in there. It's really cool, the shit that he gets into.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with drive, but it's cool.
Yeah. And like how he like heats up the place. It's I think doesn't he have
it's a little tiny wood burning stove. It's a little tiny like he has these two boxes on the back of the truck. One of them's got like his gloves and boots and stuff, but the other one's just got like firewood. And he literally will sit there and chop it up into these little tiny small pieces that will fit inside this little tiny fireplace. It's really tiny. But I mean, obviously a little, what is that? 4x8, 4x10 maybe with the tailgate down. Not very big that you're going to need to heat.
That's a sweet truck though. I'd take that all day long.
I do like the truck. I can do without the whole house built into the bed of it, but I do like the truck.
Well, Steve, how did we get to our show today? How are we able to do this?
Well, yeah, I forgot we have that stuff we have to do.
Got to keep the lights on, man.
Our show today and every show is brought to us by our dear friends, Mr. Clint Weston and his team at Shoreline Capital. I like on the lounge on Friday, we had Gary Johnson on there, the heavy hauler, and he brought up factoring, right? And he was talking about how some people try to use their own capital instead of factoring, and they're like, "Why am I going to pay somebody else to factor?" And he brought up a good point, right? It's the same way I look at it. The fee that you spend is tax deductible. So if you spend 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand, whatever it is, depending on how much you factor, it's tax deductible. So why use your own money that then you have to wait 30 days or 45 days to get paid when you can use Clint's money and with Shoreline and get your money in 24, 48 hours. And then the fee that he charges, which is small because it's such, he does it for really good rates, but that's tax deductible when you're doing your taxes at the end of the year. So factoring's, unless you're just a gazillionaire and just got a whole bunch of money that you just love sitting around, you never know what expense is going to come up. So anyway, reach out to Clint, ShorelineCapital.com, 801-605-8822, sales at ShorelineCapital.com. And don't forget to use that code SureThing365 to get your first invoice up to $2,000 free. And I'm glad that scroll ran across the bottom at that exact time so I could just read it.
That's the cheat code.
We appreciate those guys for sponsoring the show and giving us an avenue to be able to talk with you guys, all the drayage needs and just transportation stuff in general. It's what we do. It's what we love. I mean, it's all about bringing it to the masses.
That's
that
right.
being said, we'll take any and all NIL deals you can offer.
100%. 100%. And also be sure to go to truckingnewshub.com. For all your trucking news needs, right at your fingertips. You can find weather reports. You can find every single sector of the trucking and logistics industry. You can even find the weather there these days. So be sure to go to truckingnewshub.com. Brought to you by AR.pro. And like it says, you got your top headlines updated all day long. And be sure to find us at Matt's. We'll be at the Freight Ninja booth. We'll be popping around, giving out all kinds of freebies. If you don't like the freebies, then it's your fault for not letting us know what kind of freebies you want. We might charge you for them. So, well, Jimmy, what you got, brother? Before we hop,
hold on, Jimmy. Before you
hold on.
There, yeah. I need to add the pro up there at the top as well, because you should know before you go.
All right. Go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
AccuBid Pro is the only tool on the market for owner-operators. Know before you go. Understand your operating costs so that you can bid better on the lanes you're trying to move. Don't let the broker bully you. Yes, I'm a broker. Don't let me bully you. If you negotiate poorly, shame on you. So know your operating costs. Bid better. Do it better. Know before you go with AccuBid Pro. Get your free trial today, guys. Other than that, Red Rocket Logistics is always.
Yeah, you're talking too fast.
What?
I'm not quite that damn fast on this thing, man. Give me a second.
I'm from the South. We talk fast.
Jeez.
Depends on what part you're coming from.
Yeah, true. I'm not from Mayberry.
Better put some respect on Andy's name.
All right. Go ahead, Jimmy. Continue.
Red
have
Rocket.
IT Brony back here doing this for me.
Red Rocket Logistics, man. I mean, my focus, of course, as you know by this show, is drayage, is intermodal stuff. If you need anything quoted, man, let me know, and I will do my best to get fair pricing for you. The best carriers in the market and get stuff moved for you. I got guys on my team who do equipment and things of that nature. So if you're trying to sell a Hunter a Sprinter van, I'll get it transported for you. Just let me know. But that's it, man. Check us out next week.
So, and Facebook is going down on us.
I was going to ask you, that happened on the lounge Friday. So far, it looks like it's kicked off the lounge. It just kicked off mine.
Yeah, it did that on Wednesday too. Not quite sure why that's happening, but
y'all aren't paying your bills.
I guess. But what's weird is on Friday it kicked off Cleves, not AR Doc Pro. It didn't kick off my personal. Today it's kicking off my personal, and it kicked off the lounge. But anyway,
right now mine are still up. LinkedIn and Facebook are still up. So
yeah, well, get together. There's StreamYard or Facebook. I don't know.
It's only been Facebook. It hasn't messed with. I haven't seen it. I see the green check by everybody else up there, so I haven't seen it mess with anybody else but Facebook. But
I don't know.
anyway, what you got, Hunter?
Great show. It still blows my mind how much we can just spitball and this hour flies by. But yeah, definitely going to start looking into this bulk stuff because I think that would be a really interesting show. This inland waterway freight and yeah. So if anybody knows anybody that's watching, send them our way so we can get down to that. But boys, it is a pleasure as always. Stay safe out there. Stay warm.
And Lionel, we'll be in touch. Love to get you on the show too to come on and banter with the three of us. Sometimes it is educational. Sometimes it's just
No,
banter.
it's not.
You know, it's
It's
just
not
rambling.
educational.
Can be.
Hey, until
Depends on
today,
what
I
part you
bet you
listen
that
to.
people didn't know that the Port of Mobile does $98 billion for the state of Alabama. They know
That's
now.
true.
It may not be educational on anything they give a rat's butt about, but it's educational.
If it's not educational, it's funny. So either way, you're gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
call it educational entertainment, but there's a slash in there that we can't pronounce. So it's
That's right.
we're just like a little fine print or. But well, what about you, Steve? What you got before we hop on out of here?
I'm just glad to spend my Tuesday afternoons with you fine gentlemen, talking about whatever nonsense comes into our heads, and hopefully being able to, get more people thinking about all that stuff that is in their house that's come off a container. So,
Just
besides that,
everything.
yeah. Besides that, that's about it, man. Just trying to keep the wheels moving and get the inland ports. I'm just like addicted to inland ports right now. Like I want to put trucks and more of them across the country because they're just cool as hell. And when we started Cleves, we never even thought. We thought we just had to be near a port somewhere, an actual ocean port. I wasn't even thinking how lucrative and busy these inland ports could be. So if you operate out of an inland port, feel free to hit me up. I'd love to chat, especially Greer. Definitely looking to grow Greer right now. But that's all I got, man.
Good deal. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. If you're just now tuning in, be sure to go back and watch the show. Be sure to like, share, follow, unfollow if you feel so inclined. Holler at all these fine gentlemen here on the screen. But yeah, until next week, everybody stay safe, stay junky, keep crushing them cans. We'll kick it with y'all next week on episode 34 of the Dray Junkie.